today I'm going to share with you some of my findings, which is I am still doing this research. It haven't ended, but I would love to share some of my findings from my past 1 year research on what is going on with crypto donation in the traditional philanthropic sector at the moment. So that's a brief intro about me. It's like say I'm living in a really boring life. So let's just skip this part. Okay. So I have asked you the question before, like I don't think that many of you have ever donated, neither do I, before I jump into this topic. Because I work in the local charities, and also I work for many Web3 projects before I jump into this topic. So I feel like I'm the person that in the key point of bridging the Web3 and the local charities. But I never donate any crypto currency before, and I don't know why. I donate online on the blockchain to blockchain native initiatives, and I donate offline to my local animal shelter, but I never donate cryptocurrency to my local charity. And then by the end of the day, I found out that they already accepted crypto. And so that's how I started my research. So if I ask the question differently, have you ever seen any newspaper report or anything that is about someone donate a lot of crypto to foundations, to institutions? I guess most of you have heard about it a lot. Most recently, we can see the Giggle Academy. We just talked about the funding of the public goods. So here is an example just happened, which the Giggle Academy, which is founded by CZ, the founder of Binance. And he recently started this education-based foundation where they provide free education to the children. And they also launched this meme coin, Giggle coin, and they coded the tokenomic with part of the transaction fee directly transferred to the foundation. And they raised over 1.3 million in less than 12 hours. So these are the news that the charity they are learning every day. So they see this kind of big donation coming from the crypto world, and they decided, yes, we want to do it. We want to accept crypto donation. Let's do it. And if you haven't heard about the Giggle, you might heard about Vitalik. We all know Vitalik. He had made tons of really big donation to over the years. That's what I've been told by most of my interviewees. They said, "Yo, my God, yes, we can also raise that much." So that's how they perceive crypto donation. That's how they move forward to decided to accept crypto. And also the industry report is looking really promising, really good. Like 70% of the top 100 charities, they already accept crypto donation. So it's all looking so good, right, from the outside. But the thing is, when I talked to my interviewees, I asked them, how was the performance? 80% of them saying disappointing. And 10% saying that we are going to stop it. And the 10% left, they are saying, we are going to keep trying. So there's like really negative feedback I've got from all my interviewees. So I started to think, what is going on here? Why is this happening? So on the one hand, we have heard a lot of great things happening in the crypto world, big donations going to foundations. On the other hand, when the charity, they really entered this space, they found themselves no one. They don't know how to really make a connection with the Web3 community, I would say. So that's basically my research topic. So the question is, I want to know that. Sorry, I'm kind of. No, it's okay. It's because I want to short it into like 15 minutes. So yeah, so this is my research. I have contacted more than 176, that's the old data, more than 200 nonprofits so far, and more than 40 nonprofits I've been interviewed with them. And each interview is between 6 to 90 minutes. And I asked a question about what's the motivation behind their adoption and what was the challenges and barriers they're facing right now. So the challenge at the moment, which is quite surprisingly for me, is when I started, I thought the regulation and technology would be the barrier. But turns out none of my interviewees have told me that there's a thing, because we have third-party platform to handle all those challenges. And yes, in the bright side that they can easily move into the crypto world. But on the other hand is they are relying on a third-party platform, which means they don't really have connection with the Web3 world. So it's like there's a lot of trade-offs, but most of the big charities, they decided to work with a third party because they are, I would say they are risk averse. They don't want to take any chance on regulation or on wallet stolen, that kind of stuff. So they make it really clear that they just want to work with a big name, so that if everything happens, they can just find a way to solve it. Also, it's a way they can persuade their board members. So the problem I have seen so far is called the invisible donor problem. So it's been like the biggest challenge for the charity. Simply, they don't know who's donating. Like I said, they received the funds via the third-party platform. And what happened is, when they receive the fund, they are not receiving cryptocurrency, they are receiving fiat currency. Because the most tricky part is how to cash out their cryptocurrency. So most of the charity, they don't want to do that. So that's why they partner with the third-party platform. But in return, they only receive the fiat currency, so they never know who is donating. What makes it worse is when a donor donates on a third-party platform, they can opt out to provide any information to the recipient. So it's only the intermediate, which is the third-party platform, they have all the donors' information, but they kept it with them. They are not transferring those because it's against the donor's will. So what happened is you might receive like 1 BTC without knowing who is donating. And what makes it worse is you're not just don't know who are donating, you don't know how to connect with them. Like that's just a one-time thing. So across all my interviews, like across all my data, no single organization told me that they have connected with their crypto donors. So that's what's happening here. And so why does this matter? Because we all know that in the traditional fundraising world, they are highly reliant on building trust and relationship with their donors, even either from the offline event or online event. And so that's how they generate a strong funding over the years. And another influence of this is because from the day one, they don't know how to reach to the Web3 users. And now they receive funds, they don't know who are donating. So we see this kind of a pattern here. So they don't know how to build this trust. They don't know how to build this relationship. There's no one can tell them why this donor donate 1 BTC today. They never know. They can't find out. And there's no one in their team who are from the crypto community or who knows how to connect them to the crypto world, can tell them how things are done in crypto community. So they just tell me basically they think the crypto community is a group of people that they don't know how to reach. So further to that first challenge is the communication barriers. Like I said, almost every organization said they struggle to reach the crypto donors. First of all, the traditional campaigns just don't work. In some region, you can't even put the crypto thing on your ad selection. Like Facebook ads, some region, they are forbidden to talk about cryptos. So they have no way to reach to the crypto community. And most of the staff, they are lacked of crypto native knowledge. They are just doing their ways, like newsletter campaigns, email campaigns, and social media campaigns. So we can imagine the outcome is disappointing. So that's why the outcome is disappointing. So we see the pattern here. This kind of anonymity lead to a really weak feedback loops, and which is harder for the charities to learn how to connect with the Web3 world, and then they eventually can't reach to the right audience. So that is what's happening in the traditional charity world at the moment. Even though they paid thousands money into campaigns or into paying the third-party platform subscription fee, they still get nothing. And I think around 50% of them are saying that they might just opt out if it's still going nowhere. Like they are suffering from zero donation, but with 1,000 to pay every year just to maintain this crypto window for the donors. So the real challenge isn't the technology, it's actually the culture. And that culture piece is actually what truly determined whether a crypto fundraising succeeds or fails. And now we can look at some example which they have kind of connected with the Web3 community and did pretty well. So the first case study is a ocean society. They are really small. They have a team of 5 members, and they were pitched by the third-party platform about crypto donation, and they were like, yeah, we need to try it. So they decided to try for like 1 year. But surprisingly, the first year they raised more than what they expected. But the interesting part is they're not from individual donors. They are from projects. So it came from crypto projects or NFT or token communities who seem aligned with ocean life creatures, you know. And the charity leader told me that many of those projects were motivated not by the cause of their mission. It's more by like marketing benefits of the community, of the brand. So they wanted this kind of visibility and credibility so they can prove back to their community. So from the charity's perspective, they think it's a win-win strategy, but they are happy with that. But this is kind of a passive funding strategy. They never know how to really build a connection. But when the market is on, when the NFT market is gone crazy, they got a lot of donation. But when it's down, you know, there's nothing. So we have another case study as well. So like working with crypto projects, that's work, but not every charity is as lucky as the first one. So, but the truth is you can actually copy that path, but you need to take some intentions. What I mean is, so this is a animal rescue charity, and they are famous for their NFT fundraising because this research is under the privacy regulation of the university, so I can't reveal their names, but they are quite famous for their NFT fundraising. So their crypto journey began by, they were proposed by one of their community members saying that I have a meme coin, I want to donate to you. And they started to explore it and they decided to go all for it. So instead of just collab with a third-party platform and putting on their newspaper saying that, oh, we accept crypto now, they post a job on their website. They're looking for a crypto fundraiser, which is I never heard of. And that's how my interviewee joined the team. So he happened to be crypto native. He traded a lot of cryptos and NFTs. So he had led the team to actively connected with many, many NFT projects during that time. And because he knows how it works in the crypto space, the team began searching for animal-themed projects, and they done really well. They go on into Discord, Telegram, Twitter space, they are everywhere. So some projects gave one-off gift, and some became like a long-time sponsor. And one of the projects even sponsored their kitten nursery. So they decorate the nursery with their brand logos, and the community loved it. So it's this kind of crypto native mindset and connection that make the real difference. And now I'm going to introduce you to case study 3. This is kind of different. So this time is not for a marketing effort. It's actually a 10-year-old young boy who suffered from a chronic disease, and he was raising funds for an institute who research on the treatment of his condition. And he happened to be with a member of a very famous NFT project as well. So he posted on the Twitter saying that I'm doing this fundraising effort. And one of the NFT community members saw it and just left a note and saying that how much you want. And the boy said, because he wasn't expected this, he said maybe 200. And that guy said, no, make it bigger. So eventually, they made more than 5,000 donations one time. And that's just the first donation came in. After that, the NFT project actually worked with this institute to have a charity NFT collection. And they made a really big sale. So it all happened with one tweet. It all happened organic. So it's the people, not the platform, who builds the bridge. And so what I want to propose today is, because I don't think we have any charity members in this room today. So I'm just gonna skip what charity can do, because for most of the charity, even though they know that we need someone is crypto native, they can't afford it. First of all, it's too expensive to hire someone dedicated in this course. And even with the big organization I talked with, they said we are so resource constrained, we can't do more. Everyone are having multiple hats on their head. They're doing from fundraising to marketing. And for those smaller and medium-sized charities, it's even tougher. So if you advise them saying that you should hire someone from the crypto, it's not going to work. It's not practical. So what I'm proposing is today is like, if you happen to want to help some charity, if you check, because there are more than 3,000 charities already accepted crypto, you can find it on those third-party platforms. And you can find the local ones. And if you're willing to help, you can just go reach out to them, because they do have the motivation and they have set up everything. They just need a connection. It's really easy to connect them with the real Web3 world. And they will learn step by step. They're willing to learn, they're willing to connect. They just don't know where to start. So I think that's where we can come in as the bridge because I think if we want the Web3 for a force for good, it's not just one side. It's like the two sides both work together, so to make it happen. So that's basically what I want to share today, and this is part of my research. And I'm continuing with my research with the next step, which is to explore the motivation behind the donors, because this is quite important as well. We want to identify the motivators, and so that we can help charities to raise more cryptos through their campaigns. So for those of you interested in my research, I would like to briefly share more about my thinking of the so-called Web3 philanthropy, because for my study, I am now on the first stage, which is the financial innovation, which is seeing cryptocurrency as a new fundraising channel for charities. But I don't think that's all of the picture. Like, that's just the entry point. And I think the second layer of this kind of Web3 philanthropy is the social innovation. And I think we have explored a lot about it today, which I learned a lot. Thank you for all the presenters. It's about the mindset, the norms, and the practice of Web3 can reshaping the giving itself. And the third layer is the technological innovation, which is how we use blockchain to build a more transparent, trustworthy, and truly innovative giving, which we have also dived into a lot today. And for me, I'm going to continue my research on the motivation behind crypto donors. So if any of you, I know some of you have already raised your hand, have donated in crypto before, I'd love to hear from you. What's your thoughts on donating in crypto? Because I do need more interviewees to join this project so I can generate more insightful results. And also for those who are exploring how blockchain can empower a new form of donor and charity relationship, I would love to talk as well, because I am also exploring how the transparency of blockchain can empower or motivate more donors to donate. So yeah, so that's my contact info. If you love to connect, just connect with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes.